There is nothing outside of yourself that can ever enable you to get better, stronger, richer, quicker, or smarter. Everything is within. Everything exists. Seek nothing outside of yourself. Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world. You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain. Do nothing that is of no use. The ultimate aim of martial arts is not having to use them. If you wish to control others, you must first control yourself. From one thing, know 10,000 things. You can only fight the way you practice. It is difficult to understand the universe if you only study one planet. Perceive that which cannot be seen with the eye. Today is victory over yourself of yesterday. Tomorrow is your victory over lesser men. Get beyond love and grief. Exist for the good of man. Do not regret what you have done. In battle, if you make your opponent flinch, you have already won. All men are the same, except for their belief in their own selves, regardless of what others may think of them. If you do not control the enemy will control you. Do not sleep under a roof. Carry no money or food. Go alone to places frightening to the common brand of men. Become a criminal of purpose. Be put in jail and extricate yourself by your own wisdom. You should not have any special fondness for a particular weapon or anything else, for that matter. Too much is the same as not enough. Without imitating anyone else, you should have as much weaponry as suits you. To know 10,000 things, know one well. Perception is strong and sight weak. In strategy, it is important to see distant things as if they were close, and to take a distanced view of close things. Respect Buddha and the gods without counting on their help. The only reason a warrior is alive is to fight, and the only reason a warrior fights is to win. If you know the way broadly, you will see it in everything. The important thing in strategy is to suppress the enemy's useful actions, but allow his useless actions. Whatever the way, the master of strategy does not appear fast. Of course, slowness is bad. Really skillful people never get out of time, and are always deliberate, and never appear busy. The true science of martial arts means practicing them in such a way that they will be useful at any time, and to teach them in such a way that they will be useful in all things. To become the enemy, see yourself as the enemy of the enemy. You may abandon your own body, but you must preserve your honor. Know your enemy, know his sword. Under the sword lifted high, there is hell making you tremble. But go ahead, and you have the land of bliss. When you decide to attack, keep calm and dash in quickly, forestalling the enemy. Attack with a feeling of constantly crushing the enemy, from first to last. No man is invincible, and therefore no man can fully understand that which would make him invincible. It is difficult to realize the true way just through sword fencing. Know the smallest things and the biggest things, the shallowest things and the deepest things. When in a fight to the death, one wants to employ all one's weapons to the utmost. I must say that to die with one's sword still sheathed is most regrettable. I dreamt of worldly success once. Polish your wisdom. Learn public justice, distinguish between good and evil, study the ways of different arts one by one. It is said the warrior's is the twofold way of pen and sword, and he should have a taste for both ways. Even if a man has no natural ability, he can be a warrior, by sticking assiduously to both divisions of the way. Step by step walk the 1,000-mile road. Develop intuitive judgment and understanding for everything. Never stray from the way. Whatever the way, the master of strategy does not appear fast. A man cannot understand the art he is studying if he only looks for the end result without taking the time to delve deeply into the reasoning of the study. When your opponent is hurrying recklessly, you must act contrarily and keep calm. You must not be influenced by the opponent. Become acquainted with every art. A bullet from a gun does not make a distinction between practice and combat. You are training to be one and the same way in your life. 1,000 days of training to develop, 10,000 days of training to polish. You must examine all this well. Truth is not what you want it to be. It is what it is. And you must bend to its power or live a lie. Immature strategy is the cause of grief. You should not have a favorite weapon. To become overfamiliar with one weapon is as much a fault as not knowing it sufficiently well. If you are not progressing along the true way, a slight twist in the mind can become a major twist. This must be pondered well. When you attack the enemy, your spirit must go to the extent of pulling the stakes out of a wall and using them as spears and halberds. Nobody is strong and nobody is weak if he conceives of the body, from the head to the sole of the foot, as a unity in which a living mind circulates everywhere equally. Though you give up your life, do not give up your honor. What I call the void is where nothing exists. It is about things outside man's knowledge. Of course, the void does not exist. By knowing what exists, you can know that which does not exist. That is the void. In the strategy of my school, keep your body and mind straight and make your opponent go through contortions and twist about. The essence is to defeat him in the moment when, in his mind, he is pivoting and twisting. You should examine this well. It may seem difficult at first, but all things are difficult at first. You win battles with the timing in the void born of the timing of cunning, by knowing the enemy's timing, and thus using a timing which the enemy does not expect. Do not let yourself be guided by the feeling of lust or love. To seduce a stupid woman, you just should say you have never fallen in love. This is a truth. When you sacrifice your life, you must make fullest use of your weaponry. It is false not to do so, and to die with a weapon yet undrawn.